Everything's going as planned. I've got both of you. As for Hawker, I took care of him. There are so many possibilities. So many ways to make you suffer. You and McPherson. I must consider this carefully. One thing's for certain. This game ends with me as the winner. Hawker's hanging by a thread. Well, a rope. I hung him from a tree. Isn't that what you'd expect from a murderer? Let you go? Let me think. Sorry, I've got to say no. See you very soon, gorgeous.
Asshole! Maybe I could pass through here, but it's too high. Those cookies were disgusting, but I couldn't help finishing the whole pack. There's a crack in the wall. I can see something shining. Locked. There are two names engraved on the ring, John and Susan. It's screwed shut. McPherson? Can you hear me?
Shh! You'll bring it back!
Christ! You scared me. I thought that cell was empty.
I haven't eaten in days. You don't have anything, do you?
Sorry. All I had was a few stale cookies, but I was hungry. Who are you? I thought the killer only went for women.
Gary Anderson. I saw the abandoned house while I was out hunting deer. I came in to poke around. The killer took me by surprise while I was snooping upstairs. I tried to escape by going out the balcony, but he caught me. I've been held here for months. He's been torturing me for months. I can't take it anymore.
Have you been here a long time? Have you tried to escape?
I made an attempt early on. I was locked up where you are.
What did you do?
I improvised. I used the fork that he left for my meals. I unscrewed the grate on an old air vent.
And then what happened?
The killer came back right before I made it into the shaft. He convinced me not to try again. Then he threw me in this cell, which is normally reserved for women he's gonna kill. I've been here ever since. In here, the ventilation shaft is welded shut, and the cell door can only be opened remotely. I haven't got a chance.
Do you still have the thing you used to unscrew the grate?
Yeah, I managed to hide it, just in case it might come in handy again.
Throw it over. I'll try to catch it. Locked. McPherson, do you hear me? It's me, Paloma Hernandez. McPherson, wake up!
Ugh. Where am I? Hernandez? Oh, Christ, I feel so groggy.
We have to get out of here, McPherson. We have to try to escape.
Escape? What? Later. I'll think about that later.
Do you know what the killer intends to do?
He abducted us because he needs poker partners. Now let me sleep. I think I'm gonna take a little nap.
This digital lock must open the door.
Who's gonna die next? You? Me? Your friend?
The killer uses a digital locking system to lock the doors. Have you ever seen him punching in the number from your cell?
Yeah, tons of times. It's 5 or 6 numbers. I'm sure that the code for your cell door begins with a 4. The last digit, I think it's a 5. But I'm not sure about anything else. But what's the point? It's hopeless.
The killer uses a digital locking system to lock the doors. Have you ever seen him punching in the number from your cell?
Yeah, tons of times. It's 5 or 6 numbers. I'm sure that the code for your cell door begins with a 4. The last digit, I think it's a 5. But I'm not sure about anything else. But what's the point? It's hopeless. I've lost all hope of leaving this place alive. I'd just like to not suffer anymore.
Locked. McPherson, wake up. I've got to talk to you. I noticed a digital locking system. We have to input a code. But what is it?
Code? That sort of rings a bell. I found a series of codes in the cellular computer.
Do you remember the numbers?
I can't concentrate. Hold on. I entered them in my smartphone. The only complete code that I have is for the hatch.
I don't want to open the hatch.
I've also got a series of first and last names. On the list, my first name is connected with the name Stanton.
Am I on that list?
Yes, Paloma. Martin. If Hawker's right, it must be the name of a character played by Veronica Lake. I think I'm gonna take a little nap. I'm not feeling well. Leave me alone, Hernandez.
Gingerbread. Looks a little stale. An electronic lock. I don't have the key. Amphetamines. It's empty. I should neutralize this camera.
Who's gonna die next? You? Me? Your friend?
I found an empty box of amphetamines in the medicine cabinet. I guess the killer uses it to drug his victims.
He gives me some to take regularly, until I become dependent on them. When he wants to torture me, he stops giving them to me. The suffering makes me crazy.
Do you have any pills left? My friend might need them. The killer drugged her with tranquilizers.
I could give you a couple of pills if you find Susan's wedding ring. She hid it in your cell.
Who's Susan?
She was very dear to me. He murdered her. The ring is really important to me. Find it, and I'll give you what you want.
I have that ring you talked about. Take it and give me the amphetamines.
This wedding ring, it's all that I have left of Susan. Here's the last pill. Who's gonna die next? You? Me? Your friend?
That's not your name on the ring. It says John.
Susan and I were close, but she wasn't my wife. Just a friend.
Here, this will ease your hunger.
Thank you. I've lost all hope of leaving this place alive. I'd just like to not suffer anymore.
McPherson, wake up! I've got to talk to you! I found you a little upper. Take this. It's up to you now. I don't want to die here.
Thanks for pulling me out of there, Hernandez. So, you can make yourself useful when absolutely necessary.
There's a man locked up in the other cell. He was the one who gave me the amphetamines. He says he knew one of the victims, Susan. He might be able to help us. It's just that he seems pretty disturbed.
If he's been here for a while, I'm not surprised.